Hello everyone, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club.
And oh boy, I'm still here.
Alright, I'd like to mention that I was spoiled on one thing about this game. Apparently this game knows when you're recording it with OBS.
Oh no, I wanted that to be a surprise.
He didn't say what happened, but I do know about that twist now. But
I wanted you to be surprised by that.
he didn't say how, though, so...
Alright, so in the last time, it became obvious
Last time we shoved chocolate in someone's mouth.
Yeah, it became obvious that Adam's best girl is Yuri, so...
Fine.
Let's go on if you want to go with Yuri.
We'll start with Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today. ...
Here's the poem with a surprised expression on her face. I forgot what I've written. This is a new day, by the way. Do you like it?
Game Dog. This one might be even better than the one yesterday. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends. ... Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Okay.
The raccoon.
You want to read this one?
If you want me to.
Okay.
It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Okay.
How about I read this one?
Yeah.
I think we read like the opposite of the person we voiced or something.
I just woke up like an hour ago, so
My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a wandering human. Okay.
Unordinary
human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The cutting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon are huge, as huge.
Yuri, can you stop writing like this?
My cursive is neater. The moon increments in place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistened in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions oh my goodness. Onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic... Oh, Pavlova's dog. Okay, conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Good poem, Yuri. Thanks.
Thanks, Yuri.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express the vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to on their own way. I wanted to express the way they feel to me, to indulge the more.
Don't mind me, I'm just untangling the
hobbies.
The headset.
It's those sorts of things that I usually forced to keep to myself, and so I enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Game Dog?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is to respect each other and their own individualities, even if it is difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Game Dog.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay.
Alright, who next?
Let's alternate to someone I voice.
Alright, so
I think
Natsuki,
Monica and Natsuki.
You voice them. I got Sayori.
I don't like Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly around like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Oh boy.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Iggly, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands were probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends started to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she likes to keep them private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is a better place. Is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone.
I hate this mentality. I see a lot of metaphor in this particular one. I'm not lying. This actually speaks to me. I hate this. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyway, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks of my. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure.
Everyone's talking about this today.
Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you and think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt if she had some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it, it sounds like she's learning her lesson. Well, I would say so, even if the right... I really get in the zone when I'm reading walls of text, alright? This is why I don't play visual novels that often. Even if her writing style is still different, I'm sure she appreciates the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important. But I want to make people think, not feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Alright, Sayori, we can go with her if you want, because I voice her.
You voice Sayori. ...
Ooh! I really like this one, Game Dog. It has some nice feeling in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think.
I
don't know. I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. It makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You always want to you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. What? That's out of nowhere.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind.
Well, whatever. Anyway,
let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a little bit of both.
Melancholy?
There's a word for that, right?
Melancholy.
What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet.
Okay, that works too.
Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give a little rain cloud a little hug.
That's a really good metaphor.
And make a nice happy rainbow.
It fell apart. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Game Dog. I should go write them down then. Why, can you read my poem now, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Bottles.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. In the secret place I kept on my dreams, little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens, I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle and keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes to the bottle I save for the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. That's a good rhyme. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it chatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echoing inside my head. Oh, wow.
Damn, Sayori.
Wow, Sayori. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. I didn't tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever.
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monoka taught me the whole thing. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The poem is it came out good, or the point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit more. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Alright,
one left.
Just Monoka left.
Alright, Monica. Hi again, Game Dog. How's your writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you should come up... Aaron, ever since you said something yesterday, I've been very self-aware that I give every character the same voice.
Oh, God.
I like to think that Monica actually has, like, a man's voice now. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Imagine a love story where both people have the same voice.
Hello,
It'd be
how
extra
are
weird if it was a man and woman.
Hello, how are you? I am good, how are you?
Hello, where's the pizza? I am a human. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. I feel like you're... Didn't I write specifically for you? No, I wrote for Yuri.
Monica isn't an option to write to yet. She's a bit special.
Okay, it feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but your imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like, yeah, it's like a light turning on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much more personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her, eh? You're completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Yeah, there is!
It's called a husbando. Get checked. Or
oh, well, I know. I was just saying, but anyway, you want to read my poem now? It's like, I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look.
Alright, save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony.
Okay, I was waiting for you to read that word.
Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent. Grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Shine, conshine. Tangent? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
Who puts a line under the thing under the Q?
Apparently Monica does.
Is there more to this?
So you don't think it's a G?
Load me. What?
Load me.
Is that the first?
Load me. Poem's over, Adam.
I don't know how this game is gonna get weird from this, okay?
Adam, you're leaving Monica hanging, come on.
No. I'm gonna make a separate save just in case, alright? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Aha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem, I'd say. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's all about, though. Aha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in a way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your... What the heck?
She's giving you some good advice.
Okay. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is the tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Aha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. I'm starting to get a little concerned. We're all
Why
done.
are you concerned?
Because it's metafiction. You don't know when it's gonna come, but you know it's gonna come. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Why does every visual novel have a festival?
Don't you know, in Japanese schools, it's only about not going to class and going to festivals.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well in last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard all about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica!
Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. This is actually a really good publicity event. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for the rest of us to see.
Too bad we can't see it. Thanks, visual novel.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Oh, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, and being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over it.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way.
Monica! That's too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite a poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course you can. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she does? Is this something she's done before, or is this simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and... We're not going to see the poem?
Nah.
No? Okay.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Oh, Yuri! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Wow.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is he suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates. I've never had to read that word out loud before.
This visual novel is teaching you so many
I should
words.
play visual novels more often. Like they're making me a better person. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances.
There goes gravity.
What? If she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem on her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
So Yuri hops to her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow. Ah. I'm sorry, giggled. I giggled.
So Yuri,
it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sarah begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing come from Sayuri's voice always gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri means when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayuri.
Even Game Dog likes it.
I guess that's a good sign.
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite well with the kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Game Dog. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Game Dog lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki just burns. Natsuki?
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence as a writer. That's something that'll improve more over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called, why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well if spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if to give life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of the other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
That's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope you can all have the idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I think the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I can't wait. I can do this.
All right. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, How am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Game Dog. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go anyway. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles over words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri wants to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
You walk home with Yuri, or would you walk home with Sayori?
I walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does that, why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point to speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in the head right now.
Sorry,
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say
so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I need a drink of water.
Do you want to stop the recording for today?
Yeah, we're at a half hour. Oh, for today?
Not for today.
Okay.
I mean for this episode. Because we actually ended on a spot that makes sense.
I'm enjoying this actually. I just need a drink of water. Yeah, we'll stop it here. See you guys next time.